S for Sonia. Today we are at a sweet spot in Jackson, Tennessee.
Yes, just right over the county line at How Sweet It Is by Tim. And I am excited to be here today. And it looks like they've invited us to come in. How sweet of you to join us. So I think we should go in and talk to Tim Hayes. What do you think?
I'm with you. Let's go.
Y'all come on.
We're here today at How Sweet It Is by Tim. It's my bakery here at 24 Federal Drive, Suite H in Jackson, Tennessee. We started this bakery in July of last year, but I've been doing this since 2014. I started first in Humboldt, Tennessee at our location on Main Street, and then we expanded here. My story here, baking really wasn't a passion of mine. I really wanted to be a trauma surgeon. I was at school to be a nurse, then a trauma surgeon, but God gave me a different way. And that's what I'm doing today. And so from here, I went from Humboldt to Hollywood. I've been featured on the Food Network, the Cooking Channel, and Netflix. And here we specialize in wedding cakes, birthday cakes, cupcakes, and cook all types of cookies. My inspiration behind baking really comes from my grandmother. Every Thanksgiving, I would ask my mom to take me to my grandmother's house so I could just sit with her and bake, and just I was always amazed at how she would be able to bake without measuring anything. And then when we got ready to taste it, it was the best thing ever. And so I was like, okay, that really amazed me. So I would always bake a cake every Thanksgiving with her in the kitchen, even though my cake that I had to bake, she would just give me a box and say, hey, go bake it, just so I wouldn't mess up anything. But I would make it, and then I loved it. That's the story behind the baking part, but I really love to cook. I just always loved the culinary field, because seeing people's reaction to eating my sweet treats or the food that I prepare, that's the thing that really warms my heart. It's not always about the money, but my thing is that it's always about the reactions from the people and the passion behind it. Oh, we're known. Number one seller over everything is our strawberry cake. That's what we're known for. One, because I'm from Humboldt, and I would put it in the recipe contest, and it would win best prize, first place. It's award winning. I would send it somewhere else, and it won more awards. And when I got here, people said it was the best cake they've ever had, best strawberry cake they've had. And there's plenty of strawberry cake in Jackson or anywhere, but everyone loves our strawberry cake. But that is the number one seller over everything when it comes to cake, is our fresh strawberry cake. And our cookies is our heat cookie. I'm really known for our wedding cakes, our huge wedding cakes. We do from 2 to 8 to 10 tier wedding cakes. And so that's what we're really known for. I love when my brides and groomsmen come in and we get to sit down and do a consultation, and when the look on their faces and the reaction from their guests and how they tell me after the fact, and they'll come to a year later and they'll say, Tim, this cake is still good, because we would give them an anniversary tier, and they would freeze it, wrap it, and it was like they've never had cake that was good a year later. And I was like, well, that's just the gift in the hands. Here, you will find cupcakes, cookies, all types of interesting treats. I like to be different. I know you have cupcakes everywhere, but our cupcakes are totally different. Not only will you have an experience with the treats, but you'll have an experience with my staff. And we pray every morning, and I was like, they're going to have an experience with God too when they come in, because I want it kind of like a threefold thing. Here you'll find all of the unique treats, and with it going into the fall season, that's the fun season for us, because we get to get into the spooky decorations, and you get to bring out all the fall flavors and things like that. So in the fall, you'll find French tarts. That's my passion, is French pastries, because that's my background. I went to a school known for Julia Child, the best in my book, the best chef ever. I love her. And so French background, so you have French pastries coming this fall, French tarts, pecan pie tarts, galettes. We were even thinking about doing croissants this fall. Came up with this name in 2012. In 2012, I was taking my final exam in college, and I was like, I want to start something. After this, I want to start my own, but I don't know the name of it. So I was just on the computer typing, and then I heard How Sweet It Is, and I was like, there it is. And after that, I named it How Sweet It Is, and I was like, everybody will remember that. Why? Not only because of my brand, not only because of my treats, but because of the song also. So from Humboldt to Hollywood, I couldn't sleep one night, and it was like 12 o'clock at night. And so I was watching the Food Network, and it came across the TV, we're casting for this food show. And so I was like, that seems easy. So let me just put in an application. So I put in an application for it. I fell asleep as soon as I finished, and I was like, they're not gonna call me. And so I went to wash my car one day, and my phone rang, and it said California. I was like, okay, this is spam, but I'll just answer it anyway. And I answered it, and I was like, we want you on the Food Network. And I was like, oh, wow, okay. So from there, I went to New Jersey to shoot a show with the cake boss in his factory. I got to meet his children and different other, big people in the industry, in the baking and pastry industry. And then I got to fly to Burbank, California, which is like 10 minutes from Hollywood. And so that's where we shot the Netflix show. They called me. I didn't have to apply for anything. I was just sitting at home one day, and they said, your name came up in one of our producing meetings. And I was like, really? Out of nowhere. So my name just came up in a Hollywood production meeting. And so they called me, and they said they wanted me on the show. And so I went from Humboldt to Hollywood. That brought me back to Tennessee. And that's when I became general manager and pastry chef of Dumplings of Jackson. I was there for 7 years doing that, and then I went out on my own from there. And then from there, I went to become a culinary arts teacher at Haywood High School. That was the best 3 years of my life. I miss teaching so much, and I really want to do it again so bad, but I just don't have the time. But Haywood High School really opened more doors for me to pursue this. I got to meet different people. I was able to give it to the students, train them in it, for them to go out and open up something if they wanted to. I showed them ways how to start a business, how to run a business, and how to do different things in business with the culinary field. I love my repeat customers. I love all my customers, but it's just you have those that'll come in every single day because, like I said, we change and we'll put something new out, and they go, "Oh, I gotta try that. I gotta try that," or "I just want a cookie." They just love our cookies. All right, and they'll just come and get a cookie on the road, on the way home, off of work. Some parents, they'll come and get cookies, say, I just need something to eat in the car while I wait, or I need something for my kids when they get in the car, so they are, focused a little bit, just to give them a little after-school treat. But yeah, I love it. I love the repeat customers. We give them cards, the punch cards. And so every time they punch, I have some people who punch like 5 cards. And every time you make a purchase online or in store, you'll get a punch. And on your 7th one, you get $5 off. I always pray and I ask God to give me new ideas and give me new recipes. And sometimes in the morning when I'm meditating, I like to write. I journal a lot. And He will give me different things, or I'll think, I was like, I have this, and I can put this together to make something. And then I'll try it. And then it'll be good. I'll say, now let me push it out to see how people react. And so we put it out, and it does well. It does well. We're at 24 Federal Drive, Jackson, Tennessee, Suite H. We're in the strip with shops of 731. Our telephone number is 731-736-1369. We're open from Monday through Friday, 11 to 5, and on Saturday, 11 to 4.
So, Sonia, what do you think?
I think this is an amazing story. This was the first time I had been here. Thank you for introducing me to
Yes.
it. Pleasure to meet him. I kind of knew his history from him being from Humboldt and on the Food Network.
Yeah.
But I'd never met him or heard his story, so it was really interesting.
Yeah, this is some kind of special place, don't you think?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. What a wonderful story. Yeah.
And I can't wait to try. I'm going to get baked in Jackson.
I'm with you. Here.
Here.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.